Food is always better when it's fresher. Unfortunately, not all food comes fresh, so we need to preserve it in some way to prevent spoilage and food poisoning, which is why refrigerators were invented in the first place. But don't be fooled. There are a handful of foods that actually last longer or get even healthier after they're put into cold storage. Here are 12 common foods that you can keep out of the fridge. You probably know that you shouldn't refrigerate potatoes because it can convert the starch in them into sugar. But did you know that storing them in brown paper bags is a better way to go about it? This storage method helps to regulate the temperature and will reduce your chances of ending up with sweet and gritty spuds during dinner time. You could be guilty of keeping your bread in the fridge if you really want to protect it from spoilage. But this is only a temporary solution that makes your bread dry out faster. It's best to keep your bread at room temperature so it stays fresh and yummy. Storing French bread in the refrigerator is probably one of the most common mistakes that people make. But this doesn't mean your bread will be safe from drying out. So how long can you keep French bread? Keep an eye out for mold problems, which suggests it's time to put them away if not before. It is best to keep French bread within a warmer environment like a kitchen cabinet at around room temperature. Then it is always ready to slice and eat during breakfast or when you have guests coming over. If you've purchased underripe avocados just now from the store, make sure you do not put them in your fridge. They'll need a long period to ripe properly, while refrigeration will definitely impede that process. Refrigeration can cause olive oil to crystallize. Olive oil should be kept in a dark cupboard or placed in a room where artificial light is minimal throughout the day. Tomatoes, even ones that are freshly picked, will lose all their flavor permanently after one night in a refrigerator. This is because the membranes inside their fruit walls will be broken down by the cold temperatures, which can lead to mushiness and mealy texture. Refrigeration caused by cold temperature can also increase the chance of them spoiling more quickly. If you haven't packed your melon, then it's best to keep it outside of the fridge. Research has shown that refrigeration can reduce the nutritional value of melons by accelerating the oxidation process. Once they've been cut, however, keeping the melon in your fridge is ideal. You may get tempted to put basil in your fridge, but we advise that you don't. That's because basil wilts faster in the crisper than anywhere else, as its leaves are extremely tender, and additionally it tends to take in smells from the food nearby. To ensure you retain the texture and flavor of your basil for as long as possible, treat it in the same way as you would do with flowers by keeping it in a bowl of fresh water at all times. Some people are used to storing jams in their refrigerators, but this is indeed unnecessary. Containing high amounts of preservatives, jam can be stored unrefrigerated for a long time even after being opened.